being enthusiastic when you actually meet someone.
Yes, brilliant.
A lot of these kids wouldn't even dream of walking through the doors of a building like this because it's a world that's so different from what they've been used to.
The students are meeting a cross-section of the firm's lawyers and managers for 3 minutes each.
Being a lawyer, it could be anything from drafting to kind of taking calls, conference calls, just speaking to clients.
The fact that you work on a global level, does that mean you get to travel quite a bit as well?
It depends on your client. So I have a lot of Middle East clients, and I get to travel to Dubai and Abu Dhabi a reasonable amount.
I mean, what have you enjoyed the most when you've...
It's the people really that make it for me. I really enjoy the people. Certainly around the Magic Circle films. I think you're going to have to move on.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, I'd come to A&O because St Mercy's any day. So.
Just move to somewhere where there are people you haven't seen before.
So what's your next step then?
I'm hoping to go to university. I'm looking at Scottish universities, so I really like Edinburgh and St Andrews.
We don't want to have a single gene pool, of people from only one particular background. If every major firm had a structured work experience scheme which met certain standards, then I think that could have a really dramatic impact on the problem.
So how do we change things? Well, a fairer system of work experience would make a big difference. But it'll come too late for Girish. He's leaving the country and heading for Mexico.
As much as I do enjoy getting the bylines and getting great investigative stories in papers, London's not where I want to be for the next few years. I think I want to head abroad and head back when the industry's hopefully a little bit nicer to me.
Baharak's work experience at Barclays Bank should prove useful.
This week has given me kind of an edge because nowadays everyone's getting an A. If you've got an A, so what? Everyone's got an A. What makes you different? This will help me out in the future with career and with university. Any questions?
But with university fees set to rocket to £9,000 a year in 2012 and no wealthy parents to help her, Baharak faces a mountain of debt when she starts her career.
I like to work hard and I am someone who comes in very early and leaves very late.
But Antonia's dedication hasn't been rewarded with paid work in the PR industry. Now she's looking for a job in publishing instead. Georgina shows if you have ability and you're determined, you can make it, whatever your background. She'll finish university in the summer and has already been offered a job starting at £35,000 a year at a top law firm in the city.
It was huge, the building was massive, and I just didn't realise that law firms could be so big. There was so much glass everywhere. It looked really posh, so I was really impressed straight away. I knew immediately, this is where I want to be.
Georgina and Baharak are on a path to professional success, but unequal opportunities stop too many from fulfilling their potential, and that harms all of us.
Labour is king in the modern world. If you're not using everybody's labour to the maximum of their ability, that is bad for them, but it's also holding the country back.
Research shows fairer countries prosper, so we all lose if the top talent gets locked out of the top jobs. That's the story of the last 30 years. People are trying to change things. How long, though, before we get a different answer to the question, who gets all the best jobs?